Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. How are you all? I hope you all are doing well by the grace of Allah. I'm also good, alhamdulillah. It's my pleasure to extend a cheerful welcome to you all. Your presence makes me very happy. I appreciate your participation. As you all know, I'm your maths teacher Sadia Ahad. I welcome you all into today's lecture. Today in lecture number 90, we are going to reinforcement of concept of decimals and distance from exercise 5a. Okay, my dear students, let's start with concepts of decimals. Multiplication and division of decimals by 10, 100 and 1000. So let's begin. Multiply the decimal number by 10, 100 or 1000. When we multiply any decimal number by 10, 100 or 1000, we move the decimal point to the right as many places as there are 0 in the factor. Let's take a decimal number 2.6. Now multiply it by 10. When we multiply it by 10, so we move the decimal point to the right from one place. The answer we will get 26. Similarly, when we multiply 2.6 by 100, so we move the decimal point two places to the right. So the answer we will get 260. When we multiply this decimal number 2.6 by 1000, so we move the decimal point three places to the right. We don't have any digit on the right side after 6, so we place zeros. So we place two zeros here and 6 is given after the decimal point. So we have three places after the decimal point because decimal point is after the 2. So when we multiply 2.6 by 1000, so we move the decimal point three places to the right. So the answer we will get 2600. Let's divide the decimals by 10, 100 or 1000. When we divide any decimal number by 10, 100 or 1000, we move the decimal point to the left as many places as there are 0 in the factor. Let's take a decimal number 2.6. Now divide 2.6 by 10. When we divide 2.6 by 10, we move the decimal point to the left hand side with one place. We move the decimal point one place to the left. So the answer we will get 0.26. When we divide 2.6 divided by 100, so again we move the decimal point, but this time we move the decimal point two places to the left. Why two places? Because we are divided it by 100. So the answer we will get 0.026. As there no digit is left side of the decimal point, so we put 0 as a placeholder. Okay, now let's divide 2.6 by 1000. When we divide 2.6 by 1000, so we move the decimal point of 2.6 three places to the left. The answer we will get 0.0026 here, as there were not enough digits to the left, so we have inserted zeros in those places. Let's move on another example, which is concept of decimals, multiplication and division of decimals by 10, 100 or 1000. When we multiply any decimal number by 10, 100 or 1000, we move the decimal point to the right as many places as there are 0 in the factor. Let's take a decimal number 5.9. Now multiply 5.9 by 10. So we move the decimal point to the right with one place. So we get the answer 59. Similarly, when we multiply 5.9 by 100, so we move the decimal point with two places to the right. So we get the answer 590. Now multiply 5.9 by 1000. When we multiply 5.9 by 1000, we move the decimal point to the right with three places. The answer we will get 5900. Let's move to divide the decimal numbers by 10, 100 or 1000. When we divide any decimal number by 10, 100 or 1000, we move the decimal point to the left as many places as there are 0 in the factor. Let's take the number 5.9. Now divide 5.9 by 10. When we divide any decimal number by 10, we shift the decimal point one place to the left. So the answer we will get 0.59. Similarly, when we divide 5.9 by 100, so what we do? We move the decimal point two places to the left. As there are no digit as left of the decimal point, so we put 0 as a placeholder. Now last example, now divide 5.9 by 1000. So what we do? We will move the decimal point three places to the left. So the answer we will get 0.0059. As there were not enough digit to the left, so we have inserted two zeros in those places. Alright students, now tell me, is length and distance the same thing? No. So what is the difference between length and distance? Length is the measurement of something, such as the segment or the dimensions of a room. Distance is how far apart objects, such as two cities or two points. Now here we have a difference between distance and length through definition. Distance is a numeral measurement or value of how far objects are from each other. In the mathematics, we measure the physical distance between the objects. And what about length? Length can be defined as the distance. I repeat, length can be defined as the distance between 2 points. It is the longest dimension of an object. Here we have to learn units to use to measure the distance. Units used to measure the distance are kilometer, meter, centimeter, millimeter. Sometimes we need to convert one unit to another unit. Remember this, when a bigger unit is to be converted to a smaller unit, we will do multiply. And when a smaller unit is to be converted to a bigger unit, we will do divide. Let us convert a bigger unit to a smaller unit. Now, convert kilometer to meter. Kilometer is greater than meter. We will do multiplied by 1000, as we know that 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter. Then we convert meter to centimeter. Again, meter is bigger than centimeters, so we will multiply it by 100. As we know that 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. Last, we convert centimeter to millimeter. Again, centimeter is bigger than millimeter, so we will multiply it by 10. As we all know that 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeter. Let us convert a smaller unit to a larger or a bigger unit. Now convert millimeter to centimeter. We divide it by 1000. Then centimeter to meter, we divide it by 100. And then meter to kilometer, we divide it by 1000. Now let's start conversion with examples. Now convert 32 centimeter into millimeter. Bigger unit to a smaller unit. Now we are converting bigger unit to a smaller unit. Now in first part A, we have 32 centimeter. We are converting into a millimeter. As we all know that 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeter. So multiply 32 into 10. So the answer we will get 320 millimeter. In B part, we have 1.35 kilometer into meter. We are converting kilometer to meter. Again, we are converting bigger unit to a smaller unit. So when we convert a bigger unit to a smaller unit, we will do multiplication. We multiply it by 1000. Why we multiply it by 1000? Because 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter. I repeat, 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter. So we multiply it by 1000. So we move the decimal point, shifts to 3 places to the right, and the answer we will get 1350 meter. In third example, we have in C part, we have 3.48 meter in 2 millimeter. Meter 2 millimeter, again bigger unit to a smaller unit. So as we know that 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. So first we convert into centimeter. So how we convert into centimeter? We multiply it by 100. Now we multiply it by 100. We move the decimal point 2 places to the right. So we will get 348. Now after that, convert this centimeter to millimeter conversion. This 348 centimeter to millimeter, what we do? We multiply it by 10. Why we multiply it by 10? Because 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeter. So multiply 348 by 10, we get the answer 3480 millimeter. Alright my dear students, here we have an example number 2. In example number 2, we are converting smaller unit to a bigger unit. So when a smaller unit is to be converted to a bigger unit, we will do division. Now in part A, we have 54 centimeter to meter. We are converting centimeter to meter, smaller to bigger unit. As we all know that 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. So we divide this 54 by 100. When we divide 54 by 100, so we move the decimal point of 54 2 places to the left. So the answer we will get 0.54 meter. In B part, we have 367 millimeter to meter. Millimeter to meter. It means first of all we have to convert this millimeter into centimeter and then centimeter to meter. How? Now as we all know that 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeter. Now first we convert into centimeter. How we convert into centimeter? We divide this 367 by 10. So we move the decimal point 1 place to the left. So we will get 36.7 centimeter. Now we are converting this centimeter to meter. So as we all know that 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters, so we divide 36.7 by 100 meter. So move the decimal point 2 places to the left. So the answer we will get 0.367 meter. Alright my dear students, now move on example number 3, which is very interesting. In this example, you have to write 4 kilometer, 30 meter in meter and kilometer. How? In A part, you have to write 4 kilometer and 30 meter into meter. We have already 30 meter in the same unit, which is meter. So what we do? We just convert 4 kilometer into meter. So when we are converting bigger to smaller unit, we will do multiply, and we will multiply it by 1000. Why we multiply it by 1000? Because 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter. So multiply it by 1000. 4 multiplied by 1000, we will get 4000 meter. Now we add with 30 meter. Why we add 4000 meter to 30 meter? Because now they both have the same units, we can add them. So the answer we will get 4030 meter. In B part, we have to write 4 kilometer and 30 meter into kilometer. Now this 4 kilometer is already in kilometer unit. So we just convert 30 meter into kilometer. When we convert smaller to a bigger unit, we will do division. We divided it by 1000. Why we divided it by 1000? Because we are converting meter to kilometer. So as we all know that 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter. So now divide 30 by 1000. We move the decimal point 3 places to the left. So the answer we will get 0.03 kilometer. Now we add this 0.03 kilometer to 4 kilometer. Why we add them? Because again they both have the same units. Now these length, when we add them these lengths, the answer finally we will get 4.03 kilometer. Now move on example number 4. What is an example number 4? Example number 4 is write 5 kilometer 50 meter in meter and in kilometer. Now in A part we are converting 5 kilometer and 50 meter into meter. This 50 is already given in meter units, so we are not converting this 50 meter into meter because it has the same unit. We just convert 5 kilometer into a meter. When we convert bigger unit to a smaller unit, we will do multiplication. As we all know that 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meters, so we multiply 5 by 1000 meter. So the answer we will get 5000 meter. Now we add this 5000 meter to 50 meter. Why we add them? Because they both have the same units. Now the answer we will get 5050 meter. In B part we have 5 kilometer and 50 meter. Now we have to convert into a kilometer. But this 5 kilometer is already in kilometers, so we are not converting it. We just convert this 50 meter into a kilometer. As we all know that 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter and we are converting smaller unit to a bigger unit. So we will do division. Now divide 50 by 1000. When we divide 50 by 1000, we move the decimal points 0.3 places to the left. So the answer we will get 0.05 kilometer. After that, this 0.05 kilometer we have to add it with 5 kilometer. When we add them, so the answer we will get finally 5.05 kilometer. So my dear students, only attempt the questions written in index. The examples given are only for help purpose and they are not to be done in copy. Only follow the index and do the questions mentioned in index. Dear students, I hope you understand the concept of conversion of units of length. See you in the next lecture. Thank you so much. Till then, take care of yourself and remember this, the struggle you are in today is developing the strength you need for tomorrow. Don't study to earn, study to learn. What you learn today is what you will become tomorrow. Best of luck for your future. Take care of your good self. Stay positive, stay home, stay safe. Allah Hafiz, Jazakallahu khairan.